Hi, I'm Malcolm. This video is part of a complete Terraform course I have available. The link with the big discount is on the description. Make sure to check that out and let's get started. Great. So just for us to keep track of the things that we are actually tagging here, we have a route table with a tag as well as an internet gateway, as well as a subnet and a VPC. And if we wanted to actually extend these tags here, we would have to go and change the code in 4 places. And even though we haven't covered that yet, this is already really bugging me and it's really leading to a bad pattern here where we have a lot of duplication. So I'm going to introduce something new for you. We're going to cover that once again later on the course. And this is the concept of locals. You can think of locals as some temporary variables or some, if you bring the concept from software development, you have a certain function, and sometimes it's useful to declare some variables inside of the function body so that they help you store some intermediary information. They are not parameters that you receive from the outside, and they are also normally not part of the return value. Sometimes they can be part of the return value in a function, but that is not a requirement. They are just function, or they are just variables that you declare inside of the function, and then they can help you work with that function's information a little bit better. And the concept of locals is very similar in Terraform. So they are not input variables by themselves. We cannot set locals from outside of our Terraform project, but we can store information here so that we can avoid duplicating code. So we're going to write here common tags. And these common tags are just going to be our project's tags here. We're going to copy and paste them here. And now we can reference these common tags via local.commonTags. There's a little bit different, or a little difference here. So this is local, while in the declaration block, this is locals. So just that's how the HashiCorp configuration language works. And now we can use that here in multiple places. Just gonna paste this all over here. And this is going to make it much easier for us to maintain these common tags. Right, so here now we have also the tags here. And if we wanted to extend this, let's say we're gonna put a cost center here. And this cost center is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. Let's now format our code. And let's now plan our changes. So whenever we plan our changes, we will see that there are actually 4 resources to change. And for some of them, or basically for all of them, we're just gonna include here the cost center. And as you can see here, I also did a little mistake. That's also very good that we are planning it before applying, because I also changed the name here to be always 06 resources. So this will be changed for all the blocks, and that's not really what we want. So what we're gonna do here is a nice feature of Terraform. It has some function that we can use called the merge function. And this merge function takes 2 parameters. It can take more parameters, right? We can merge multiple things here. And we would like to merge our local.commonTags with another object that contains a name. And in this case here, 06 resources. And now we can remove the name from here. Right, so if I am not mistaken, this is the only one that has a 06 resources. So let's copy this and then let's come here to the bottom. The subnet, we would like this to be public, 06 resources public. And we can also check this quickly in our AWS console because we haven't applied the changes yet. So let's click on subnets, that's public, that's correct. The route table is gonna be 06 resources main. So let's just copy this here. And let's go to our AWS route table. We're gonna paste this here, and the tags here is going to be 06 resources main. And let's have a look at the internet gateway. It's 06 resources main as well. So we're gonna copy this here, and we're gonna paste this here. Now, before we introduce the cost center, let's just quickly remove this because I want to show you what happens with the plan comment. So we're gonna do a plan here, and as you can see, it gives us the result that our infrastructure matches the configuration. So this was a successful refactoring where we have extracted common tags and we have also introduced resource-specific tags. We have used the merge function, which is a function that is provided by Terraform, Once again, don't worry about functions. We're going to come back to them. There are many functions that come from Terraform. We're going to explore some of the most important ones. We can use the merge function to merge two objects. The first object is going to be our common tags, and the second object will contain a set of custom tags for each of the resources. Right, so this allows us to both have a set of common tags that get applied to all of the resources, as well as some individual tags here. And we are going to add now our cost center. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's plan the changes once again. As you can see now, all the resources that are using these common tags, they get these changes applied. So if you look here at our AWS VPC, we have a new tags, and also we have a new tag of cost center in our subnet. We have a new tag of cost center in the route table, as well as in the internet gateway. Another way for us to provide shared tags here is to actually set them inside of our provider. So the AWS provider supports an argument, which is called default tags. And then we can use tags here and then pass our map of tags. This is another way that we could pass default tags. Which one to use, it's really up to you and up to the use case. I'm just gonna work with locals for now, and then we will have to pass this merge function here to all the resources that we want to tag. One advantage of using the provider is that we then don't need to pass these resources, or we don't need to pass these local.common tags to all of the resources that we want to tag. But I believe that's already a very good discussion for today. Let's just run a format command here. Now that everything is looking a little bit better, we're gonna add everything. So we're gonna apply our plan, and we will just confirm with a yes here. Once everything is modified successfully, we can also come to our README file and say that we have also deployed an internet gateway. And we also have set up a route table with a route to the internet gateway. We also have associated it, so set up a route table with a route to the internet gateway and associated with the subnet. Right, so we have done step 3 as well successfully. Great, so I believe that's a great point for us to make a short break and come back in the next lecture.